Okay, guys. So I don't have my phone has died and I've lost the charger, so I'm gonna get that next few days. The reason why I can't do a Facebook Live, but I feel called to do a Zoom, which I'm gonna put up on my channels to share with you some weird shit that's happening to me that hopefully can help you as I share my story on this. And basically, it's that diet has always been a weakness of holistic health of Harry. Since I came into this communities in 2016 with urine therapy, going on Facebook and adding myself to urine therapy groups, which is the beginning of using the internet and Facebook particularly properly. And over the coming years, I started to get the idea to share my journey, all I was learning. So it went from fresh urine to aged urine. I started adding you guys in 2017, 18 onto urine. I started adding fruitarians, dry fasters, urine therapists, 2017, 18, and building up my friends list and learning a shit ton. And then I think at the end of 2017, I decided just consciously to share my information for free, much more, like an almost daily basis, because I was learning so much and so excited. Anyway, to cut a long story short, I've been sharing for free, and anything I've ever achieved, my books, my income, which is decent, it's all been because been sharing for free my truth. And I'm really grateful for social media, Instagram, YouTube, but particularly Facebook, because that's the one where I really can connect with you guys and learn and help. It's really cool. Anyway, diet has always been my weakness, and it's why you don't see me talk about it much. I always thought before it wasn't a big deal, and it's just always been a weakness. I always wanted to be fruitarian and never got around to committing more than a few weeks of eating just fruits. And when I did, I lost too much weight and yada, yada, yada. But anyway, through synchronicity, divinity, and shout out to Lee Alkali, one of my best friends, who's pushed me so hard with this. And he's right, calling me out. I went to Portugal 3.5 weeks ago and I've been there 3 weeks. And that was 3 weeks of dairy free. I guess what you call the vegan lifestyle, which is something that always appealed to me. But I was still eating up to that point dairy, milk, chocolate, cheese in food, and cheese in sandwiches, and milk, chocolate, and just dairy. Anyway, in that 3 weeks, I noticed a huge difference. I mean, there was loads of things going on, but the dairy thing was intriguing to me because I did feel so much better there. And when I came back, I felt different. A lot different. And it's the only thing I've changed since I got back 2-3 days after. I'm 2-3 days to make this video after Portugal. And I said there in the last week, it was building this idea in my head that Lee'd always pushed on me. And I knew I'd been falling short on that. I really do need to give up dairy, give it a strong experiment for many months and weeks on end and see how I feel. So I thought in my head, you know, I'm going to take this non-dairy thing. It seemed to be feeling a lot better. So I'm going to take it seriously. And 2-3 days in, I'm committed to getting off dairy. But here's what I want to share. I want to share the bizarre synchronicities that are now happening from the universe. Like it's all happening for me, these synchronicities and these things, because I've made the right decision. God and synchronicity has told me to get off this thing that I know has been holding me back and making me depressed. Even though I do a lot of things to mitigate it, aged urine, it's still had a hold on me. The milk chocolates, the milk, pasteurized milk, and cheese. So anyway, today I've just been feeling amazing. And I didn't eat particularly good, but it was early in the day and it wasn't loads of food. But this dairy thing is something to it. And I just went out now to Tesco's. I'm getting a bit thirsty and I fancied a drink. Orange juice. But you know what? I realized that my desire to buy something no dairy, which is part of me, but I'm disciplined. I'm going to retry now and give this experiment a full-on go. But as I went out to the little Tesco's down my garage shop, all these synchronicities happened to me. Like my life's a movie and everyone's playing a role for me. So first of all, and by the way, this, to clarify before I say the story, this thing's never happened to me 1, 2, 3 instances like this in a row. Even this, one of the instances wouldn't have, I'd rarely not have seen it. It just wouldn't happen. But anyway, so I walked in, I looked at the sandwich section the small sandwiches for the plant-based one. They do a good roasted pesto, all plant-based sandwich. So I was keen on that, which I know is not great, but it's the main thing is, forgive me, I do one thing at a time, and it's dairy-free things, so I'm really going to focus on. So I couldn't find it. But anyway, there's a black dude there in the sandwich section, and he was being odd. That's all I can say. His vibe was off, and he was being odd. Like the way he was throwing down the sandwiches next to me, kind of making a scene, but not making a scene, drawing attention to himself, but pretending not to draw attention to himself. It was weird. So he hung around 30 seconds. I thought, okay, I've kind of seen that before, behavior, and didn't think anything of it. Didn't think synchronicity's universe guiding me. Well done, Harry Derry. But what happened afterwards? I did. Then the security, a lady started talking to the security guard, there's a guy, about COVID and how it's all bullshit, and it's and I was as I walked past them and heard them, I was really resonating with her message. Again, didn't really think. I thought those two things sometimes they can happen. It's London, but this next thing never, ever, ever happens. But it did today, and what it was I was looking around the shop. They didn't have the sandwich, by the way. And I was like, normally I'd go for the milk chocolate biscuits, the donuts, the Oreo donuts. And this time I'd look at the back and notice they all had milk in them. Milk, constituted milk. So I was spending a lot of time looking, I guess, lost, trying to figure out, shit, I can't eat this, I can't eat that, I can't eat this. I was using willpower and also confused because I was thinking, what can I eat then? That's a bit naughty. Anyway, this lost look I was giving for 5 minutes walking around the shop led to a guy that was in the shop noticing me, and to the point where he actually walked up to me and said, "Hey, bro, are you okay? Do you need money?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah, I'm fine, dude. Yeah, I'm fine. And I don't need money, but thanks. What were you gonna?" I said to him, and I was in shock. I said, "Oh, you was gonna give me money? How comes?" He said, yeah, because you look like you're lost and confused. I said to him, yeah, I guess so. Thanks for noticing. I didn't know that you'd notice. But actually, truthfully, I look lost, I guess, because I said to him, because I'm just started getting off dairy, and everything's got dairy in a shop that I normally buy. So I guess I was giving off a lost vibe, trying to find something. And he said, yeah. And I said, how much are you going to give me? This is a random dude. White, taller than me, obviously very cool and kind-hearted. He was going to give me 20 quid. I said, dude, I said, thank you so much. I appreciate your kindness. I'm okay for money, but I really appreciate this and I'll never forget it. And he was like, there's a look of disappointment that he didn't have done the kind thing. But then afterwards I said, I'm never going to forget it. And he smiled and walked away. And I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. And then it clicked. Oh, at that moment after, oh, wait 1 second. Then I went to the cash machine to pay, and the same black dude that was being weird the first time. Oh, it's not even finished, although that is the main one. So I went to the cash machine, and there was the black dude that was being funny the first time, drawing attention to himself, but not, was there paying for his stuff. The cashier guy, who I know because I'm a regular there, he's a kind of Eastern European nice guy. I like him. I talk to him sometimes. Anyway, so I was waiting the cashier, and the cashier dude I know went and put his hand out there, and he held it there, and I'm not kidding, for like 40 seconds. And the black dude didn't put the money in his hand as he held it there. But it took the black dude 40 seconds he could have just said, I'm not paying by cash. Obviously he didn't, because the cashier dude went like this and held it there for him to get the money. 40 seconds passed, then he paid for the car. It was like a bizarre movie, weird Matrix moment. Do you know what all of that was? That was divinity, synchronicity, non-player characters playing for me, the universe showing me, I know that sounds egotistical, but it's not, showing me that I really should get off dairy. It all happens for you. And do you know the sad thing? A lot of these people, they are some kind of non-player character, avatar in this realm, the lost soul. They are there for you to receive synchronicities. They are there for you to play the game. They are there to challenge you, to try and stop you, but also they're there to remind you of your divinity through synchronicities where they come into your life and either try and help you sometimes, offer you free £20, or they act completely weird. It was like being in the Matrix movie, especially that bit at the end with the guy's hand. It was so bizarre. It was like I was in a movie. I felt it for the first time in my life. Real. Everyone was like a robot playing in a movie for me. And universe was showing me this because I'm now consciously made a decision to get off dairy. I hope you resonate. Peace.